G'day guys, I think it's normal to want to be a nice person, but there's a hidden downside to being so nice all of the time. And in this video, I'm going to share 5 reasons to stop trying to be such a nice person. The first reason is that you can easily end up in relationships that you really don't want to be in. I've seen this so many times amongst people that I'm actually quite close with. And what usually happens is that we start seeing someone and it's pretty exciting to start with. We feel the spark and we start to get a little bit closer. But as soon as we get closer to that person, we really don't want to hurt them. So even when we start to realize that, you know what, this just isn't quite right, instead of hurting them because we want to be a nice person, we let things continue. We look for things to just get a little bit better over time, and we can very easily get stuck in relationships that may not necessarily be the best relationships for us. The second reason is that you can easily get stuck in a job that you don't really want. This is very common because getting a job is such a big thing. You usually sign a contract, you have to learn new processes, you have to be trained by people, you have to build relationships with colleagues or managers. And when you start to realize that, you know what, this isn't really the job that I want to be in, this may not necessarily be the career path that I really want to be in. If you're trying to be a nice person, it's very difficult to confront this situation. It's very difficult to have hard conversations that are usually necessary to move you on a very different pathway. So if you're trying to be nice all of the time, you can very easily get stuck in a job that you don't really want. The third reason is that you become a people pleaser and you don't look after your own needs. I think that we all know about the dangers of being a people pleaser. That's when we're always trying to please people in our lives. And what ends up happening is that because we don't want to hurt people, because we want to be a nice person, we want to look after the people around us, we want to be kind, we always end up pleasing everyone in our lives. The problem with that is that it stops us from standing on our own 2 feet, walking a path in life that we really want to walk, and we end up living the life that other people want us to live, all because we don't have the courage to stand up for ourselves and we don't have the courage to be just a little bit mean when we need to be. The fourth reason is a little bit left field, and that is that you end up raising entitled children. I think this is a huge danger if you want to be a nice parent. Now, I need to preface these comments by saying that I'm not actually a parent myself, so I give this advice with a little bit of hesitation. I recognize that it must be a huge challenge to be a parent, but I'll just share my own personal experience knowing a number of parents that really want to be nice parents. They can never say no to their kids, and their kids end up becoming entitled little brats. So don't end up in that situation. Develop the courage to stand up for yourself, to not try to be so nice all the time, especially if you've got kids. The fifth reason that I want to share with you is that you struggle to live your own life. So if you're trying to be nice all of the time, you end up living according to other people's value systems. But I think that one of the most important things about living the best possible life that you can possibly live is, first of all, uncovering the values that are truly yours, the values that move you from your core. Then it's very important that we live by those values. When we can live by those values, I think we can live a very fulfilling life. But the only way that we can live by the values that are truly our own is to accept that these values are going to be different from other people in our lives. We can't be people pleasers any longer. We have to learn to stand up for ourselves. We have to learn to find a way to grab hold of these values, the principles that we want to live and die by in this lifetime. We have to live the best possible life we can possibly live, and it means that we can't be so damn nice all the time. We have to develop the courage to be disliked sometimes if it means living a good life according to our value system. Now, if you're unsure about what your values really are in life, then I recommend Jeanette Brown's online course, Life Journal. It's an amazing online course in teaching you a self-coaching model that helps you learn what your values really are so you can design a life that you truly love around your deeper underlying values. There's a link in the description below. And also check out my video on the courage to be disliked. I think it's an essential thing that we all need If you don't want to be so nice all the time and you want to learn to be able to stand up for yourself, check out this video. It goes perfectly with the video I'm sharing with you right now. Thanks so much for being here and see you next time.